Greetings and welcome to another video. My name is Stallion, and if you don't follow what I post within my community tab on YouTube, then you won't know this, but basically, I missed a week of uploads. I know. I missed last week, and the reason is because, I've been grinding the FIFA 20 beta like crazy. Obviously, the beta is finished now. I can't say anything about it, unfortunately, so I'm sorry about that, but nonetheless, I wanted to do the best job that I possibly could and play it as much as possible, and then obviously give feedback on it properly. So the video that I'm posting today is something I was supposed to post last week. Basically, I wanted to look at some comments and respond to them, but before we get into that, the gameplay that you see on the screen is pretty much the best gameplay you will find in terms of FIFA 19 right now, because let's be honest, pack openings are the only things you can do at this point. There's nothing better. Like, you cannot be playing FIFA 19 anymore. It's August. It's over. Nutmeg Nation needs a break. This is it. This is all I can provide you guys because I can't get myself to play the game. This is just footage from a pack opening I did on stream. If you guys don't know, I stream a lot. Well, I'm definitely going to be streaming a lot more once FIFA 20 is out, but nonetheless, if you want to check me out on stream, link in the description. These are just some of the best packs that I had last time I was on. And before we get into the comments, I'm not going to lie. 99.9% of the comments I receive are just amazing. Amazing comments. Everyone's supportive, and even those who don't agree with me, because I don't view a comment as positive or negative just based on whether they agree with me or disagree with me. Sometimes someone can have a positive comment but still disagree with me. It's all about mutual respect and how you come across. I don't expect everyone to agree with me. I have my opinions that may not be right. They may not be wrong, or whatever you want to call it. But as long as you're respectful, we're good. So like I said, 99% of the comments are good. But here, let's look at this first comment, right? I wanted to respond to some, and here's the first one. John Cena says, "You act like your opponent has to play the way you want them to. I don't know why you can't accept that people can play however they want and not by your terms. Also, who are you to decide what a good goal is or not? My name is Stallion, and I am the passing messiah." And he also says, "It's a video game. No one cares if the goal is good or not. If it hits the back of the net, then it's a goal. You also seem to say almost every goal scored on you is bad, and you refuse to admit that your defense is flawed in some cases." First of all, absolutely false. There's plenty of goals that I've had conceded on my channel where I've admitted that there was nothing wrong with it and it was my fault. Second of all, it's my opinion. You don't like my opinion? Just don't look at my videos. It's simple as. Third of all, I tend to back my thoughts with plenty of clips that are all related to each other and show inherent problems and issues with the goals that I concede. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm not trying to be a know-it-all. I'm just stating my opinion. If people want to if people want to hear me out, so be it. If they don't, I don't really care, to be honest. I'm posting this for my own pleasure, fun, and then there seems to be people who enjoy them. So if you don't, it's fine. The irony here, John, is that, you can't see, WWE references right here. You can't see the own stupidity in your own comments. Lords of Gaming says, "Sorry, but you ain't gonna be finishing one-on-ones all the time. The best players miss as well, so it's realistic." Obviously, not every chance can go in, but at the same time, I've never advocated for realism. This whole realism spiel, I don't necessarily want a realistic game. I want a game that makes sense for it to be competitive and fun. So, VAR is part of the game. Do I want VAR in the game? Absolutely not. Bad referee decisions are part of the game. Do I want them in the game? No. Nutmegs are part of the real football. Do I want them in the game? As little as possible. So it's contextual. You can't just say black or white. You can't just say it's realistic, so it should happen. It's not realistic, so it shouldn't happen. So, no. Cyclops, and also there was 2 comments related to Salt. I got a lot of these. Maybe I shouldn't address them. Maybe the best course of action is to completely ignore them. But I don't understand these, because I'd understand if I was just whining all the time, but I'm not whining. I'm literally providing people clips with my subjective opinions, and whether you want to listen to or not, again, I've already said this before, it's your choice. But to tell me if I want chips for my Salt, I mean, I should be asking you that question because I'm trying to provide facts with argument. All you have to say is kind of this BS comment. Crazy Hum says this isn't an exploit, it's basic football. He's referring, this is a comment from one of my latest passing exploit videos. If you haven't seen it, I think it's called the FIFA 19, oh yeah, it's the FIFA 19 advanced passing tutorials, and I show you guys how to perform bad or broken passes, and this guy says it's an exploit. It's not an exploit, it's basic football. No, basic football is not passing somewhere where you didn't know there was a pass. That's not football. Football is not randomly putting your boot through a ball and hoping it goes somewhere well. You know, a good passer will know exactly what he's doing. And the examples I've shown you are me exploiting the way the game works in a way that it gives me passing trajectories I didn't know existed. So that's not football. That isn't basic football at all. Sam Flynn says at the end of the day, it's a video game with bugs, and the gameplay is stupid, but you have to expect it. And if you do, do you get as much BS as they do? I think whatever this guy's trying to say is that I think he's trying to say that both players get as much BS, you know, as each other. It evens out, and this is one of the most, well, for me, one of the biggest misconceptions, because to take something like passing assistance, right? Not everyone will benefit from passing assistance on the same level. Why? Because there are many different types of FIFA players. Some FIFA players have been playing for 10 years, some have just started, and those who've been playing in the old days will have developed a passing style that, you know, makes them take certain decisions which are very logical, right? Because they've been playing FIFAs which had really tough passing. And so they'll never take a pass that will work because they've been taught otherwise. They've been taught that this pass doesn't work, this pass will get punished. But now we're playing a game where that pass doesn't get punished anymore. So how do you tell someone who has been taught what good passes are and what bad passes are, is that the paradigm has completely shifted? How are you going to tell that person to now start taking these bad passes? You're not going to be able to. It's not that simple. You can't just flick it on and off like a switch. Someone who hasn't been playing as long will not think as much about passes and will take more risks inadvertently, right? And by risks, I mean just taking worse passes, and therefore he will benefit from said passes a lot more than someone who's more conservative. So no, at the end of the day, it's not true that both players get the same amount of BS. It's absolutely not true, because you're assuming everyone makes the same decisions, and that's just not true. This guy says it's a bit like COD aiming mechanics. Obviously, this is not a bad comment at all. I just wanted to bring this up because I made a good point in the comments. So again, this guy said nothing wrong. It's fine. Even the previous guy, nothing offensive. So it's cool. But these are obviously comments I wanted to elaborate more on. And he says there needs to be a slight assist, but the player has to do 90% of the work. But with FIFA, it's just a joke. And he was obviously referring to, this was a comment under one of my passing assistance videos. And my response was like, actually, I don't think this is anything like COD. I told him, you know, I understand your comparison, but I think if what happens in FIFA happened in COD with aim assist, it would kind of like being, like the equivalent would be Call of Duty, the game, sees that you're trying to aim at someone, right, to the left, and instead of helping you aim down to the left to hit the guy on the left, the game turns you 180 degrees automatically and makes you shoot someone you didn't even know was behind you. That's the equivalent of passing assistance in the COD. Because Call of Duty has, and shooters on console will all have different degrees of aim assist, but what FIFA does that is different, I guess I should say what shooters do is that they'll help you a little bit with the aim on the target that you're trying to hit. But what FIFA does is it will help you aim for passes that you didn't even know existed. So it goes a step further. At least in COD, you have an idea of who you're trying to shoot, right? The guy's in front of you, you want to aim, the game will assist you a little bit. In FIFA, you'll try to do a pass this way, and sometimes the game will assist you and make a through ball the complete other direction and put you through on goal, and you're just like, wow, incredible. Technology these days, am I right? But yeah, these are all the comments I wanted to highlight. Obviously, I'm not going to always do this because at the end of the day, I appreciate the positive comments, which are the majority of comments. 99.999% of comments are positive. Whether you agree or disagree, they're all respectful. Some of these were a bit disrespectful or just stupid. But I thought it was a good opportunity to sort of, I guess, highlight some comments that I wanted to clarify, elaborate on, and all that stuff. And obviously we have some time to kill until FIFA 20. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts, and until next time, peace out.